Now I have activated it. Okay, so now you can actually just do it. Let's quickly see. Oh, listen to this one. Listen to this one. Thapelo Jonas is using this opportunity right now, for yes, to acknowledge me for something else that I've done. I gave him the tip on the Nasdaq 100 on, about 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, and he has bought the, the ETFs, and obviously they're doing quite well. They are doing quite well. I think, I don't want to deviate from my conversation. I'm just waiting for my guest this evening. Thank you so much for everyone that is coming in, but I just need to also entertain this conversation, Mr. Ntsala. Everyone else is in the pandemic mode. Everyone else is really so all the technology companies, all the the startup companies, all the tech companies right now are doing exceptionally well. So if you don't buy anything else, that is tech. If you don't buy any shares right now, you are not the smartest investor, though you might look like it. So I'm excited that tip is working well. Man, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Nasdaq 100, it's the only ETF that has generated in 1 year, it has generated 68% growth, 68% growth. So that's insane. That is insane. So thank you so much. Let me quickly acknowledge everyone else that is here. Tabo Shetrek from Southban is here. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We really appreciate it. Mr. Tebo David Scummer is also here. He never misses my classes. I appreciate it. What's happening? Mr. KK says, I think my mic is mute. Is it please explain that, sir. Am I not audible? What's happening? What is happening? Cindy Swat Jacob says, waiting for the book, like oh, so this is insane. Everyone is waiting. Also Thapelo Jonas is also here, one of our very good students. She never misses a class. And Pastor Bula is also here. I'm supporting the idea of the lady and Ed with 5 more books for Women's Month. Listen to this guy, man. I'm in awe. So there's another one. Listen to this one. So another friend of mine, Pastor Sibulai in Klextop, he's buying 5 books that we're going to donate. So in other words, all in all, we are donating 14 books this month. 14 books that we're basically going to give away. So it's official. So today we are going to give away 3. We're going to give away 3 books. 3 books. Pastor Zbola, I think we're going to give away. Let's give away 3 books. But you guys stick around. To the end of this, the end of this class tonight for you to be able to win it. Thank you so much, man of God. I really appreciate it. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for always supporting the work we do. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you and your wife so much. And I really value what you've just done right now. So thank you so much. Okay, KK says we are good. Cindy Jacobs is from Kronstadt, man. So we are, everybody from all over the place is coming. We're just waiting for my Hokoloto. I just want to make sure that I've got my MacBook in front of me, so I need to just quickly find out what's happening. We are just waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Literally, we're just waiting for you. I've just enabled guests now to be able to join my conversation. So I just I'm waiting for a request on your end, to just do that. It's really not very difficult. Let's do it like we've practiced it, the way we've rehearsed it. Let's do that. So we are giving away 3 copies of Made to Win, not to any guy. There isn't a guy that's going to get a book tonight. Or so even if it's a guy, it's got to be for your girlfriend, it's got to be for your wife or something. But we are not giving books tonight to anyone else. And let me tell you something else. So we are whatever it's going to take for us to be able to send we're going to send the book directly to you wherever you are in the Republic of South Africa. We're going to be sending the book to you. I know that a lot of people are looking forward to reading the book in Lesotho. We are looking at that. Ndatimulwa is also here. We are really struggling to make sure that we take the books to Lesotho. But I know how many many of you are really looking forward to it, but we are going to sort it out. We're going to get, we're basically going to get, we're going to get there. Eric Bongana is watching us from Alberton in Joburg. Ah, man, this is great. Pulem Mashaba is watching us from Pretoria. Thank you so much, Pulem. We appreciate it. You know, we really appreciate the love, guys. I appreciate the love. I was in the mall today. You know, when I went to go and buy one of my textbooks. Most of you obviously know that I'm finishing my LLB degree now. Okay, there it is. There's Asma Hokoloto says she wants to be in the video. Let me add her on to. Then I approve. My guest is going to be here. I'll tell you the story in a second. Says Eric. Come now. I'm waiting for you. There it is, connecting. There. How are you? Today? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here finally. I'm here.
Yeah, so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the background is good. You're looking great. You know, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm testing the sound. I'm testing the light over here. So I'm gonna introduce you just now. But you are here, and I'm so excited to have you. You know, I want to tell people a little bit of your story. You know, today I cried like a little baby. You know, after watching your story on YouTube. And I was watching the story. You will tell people a little bit about that story, but I literally just cried. You know, and I was like, wow, you know, you bought my book a couple of months ago, and I was like, well, there's my Hogolotso. But today I was like, what's happening, man? This is insane. I need to feature this woman. She needs to come to our show. She needs to come here. She needs to be here. So I am so excited to have you. I really appreciate you know what you are doing. We appreciate. We'll get into your business in a second. We'll talk about that. But I'm so grateful for your life. I thank God for what He has taken you through. And I think that tonight people are going to learn. So guys, please make sure that you tune in. Make sure that you invite other people. Share this video with as many people as you can. You obviously know if it's got my name on it, you know, there's definitely going to be value. We are going to give value, and that's what's going to happen. So without any further waste of time, I want to introduce to you guys she goes by Mahokolozo Madam Speaker on Facebook. She's got the longest profile name on Facebook. You know, but this young lady will tell you a little bit of a story. She's got two beautiful sons. When she was 14 years old, you know, she got pregnant when she was 14, 15. She's gonna tell you that story, but her story is amazing. So let's talk about where you were born. Where are you coming from? So where are you from?
Yes. I was born in a small place called Tengkelek. It's a farm just outside Hop House, but also close to Tabanchu.
Okay.
And then I'm from a normal family. Both parents were present, and I had a large family. I had I think about 7 siblings.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So 7 siblings are now raised in this farmhouse close to Hop House. Obviously,
yes.
Then you know, in terms of as a child, I mean, do you have everything that you want? How's the family? I mean, is there a struggle for you to get anything else? Tell us about that part.
Yeah, we were not really financially covered.
Okay.
My dad was working at the farm, and my mom was also doing laundry. So it was not enough for 7 children.
Sure.
But then what I can say, we had love. Our parents wanted all of us to be educated as much as we were in the farm when nothing. I grew up without having a role model, because
Sure.
I was in the farm. And once you finish standard 4, which is grade 6,
Yeah.
you qualified to work for the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's bad. That was very bad. But our parents, like, they always wanted all of us to be educated, because they started with my sisters. My sisters, with the generation that my sisters, I had 3 sisters, and the generation they grew up with, now when we sit down and check, they are the only children who managed to get to matric and also achieve goals after the matric.
Sure.
And then we came after, and then our parents still hold the same principle of saying these kids must go to school, because we did not get the chance to study. But then right now things are different. Life is a little bit easy. With 2 rand that we have, we will share, we will give them something to live by when they are at school, and then we will stay with what we have. And if you know the history of the farms, when you stay in the farms, when you only eat meat when one of the animals die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we grew up. And also the other thing that my mom used to use as a form of sishebo.
Yeah.
She used to cook motoho,
Yes.
which she will, yeah. Then my sisters grew up eating that.
Wow.
For hob houses, koskolong. And then I came with the other sister, and it was still tough, but a little bit better, because now we didn't attend school or hob house.
Okay.
There was now Gigilami, and now we can afford to take the bus there.
Okay.
But that happened after.
Sorry.
That happened.
In the 7 siblings, where do you fall? What number are you? Or are you the 5th one?
Yeah, I'm the 5th one.
Okay, so obviously now you've got 2 other siblings that come after you, and there's obviously sisters and brothers that are a bit older than you. The part of this story that was so interesting for me and that was so heartbreaking for me is you are 14 years old and you fall pregnant. You know, how did that happen when you are raised by 2 parents, obviously who are present, and obviously there isn't, obviously you don't have a lot of things, you're not struggling, but you're 14 years old and you fall pregnant. How does that happen?
Where I come from, where I grew up, like I said before, that I did not have a role model.
Sure.
So people who were older than me, they, like, having a husband at any age or a boyfriend was okay.
Yeah.
Was the norm, was exactly what everyone has to go through.
Sure.
And I happened to have a friend then who was dating this guy. The guy was my boyfriend's friend. And then it happened that okay, my boyfriend was a little bit ahead. He was 2 years older than me.
Okay.
He was born in 1987, but he grew up with older people who introduced him to a lot of things while he was still young. Coming to me and us dating, then automatically I fell under the norm, under the system of we are dating, we have sex, and then you are my wife. After that, you are pregnant, I marry you. But then that's when my parents came in to say, this one is a child, she's not going to get married.
Sure.
But then because of the norm, you are 14, bao Jola, bao Freya, bao Shela, then you say yes, and then they sleep with you, and then you fall pregnant and you are a wife automatically.
And now you are doing, obviously at 14, what grade are you doing?
Because I attended school late. There was an issue with my dad and ID, so I started school at 9.
Yeah.
But then before then,
Sure.
yeah. But before then, my mom used to teach us how to read, how to write. So when I attended school, I knew how to write, I knew how to read to such an extent that I was somehow helping the teacher to teach some of the grades, the lower grades.
But how is,
And then
but how is that? How is that? Because I mean, your mom was obviously she was like a domestic worker in the farm. You know, was it something that was intuitive? You know, she just wanted you to know some things. You know, where did your mom get this thing that, you know, I should teach my kids how to ride, and how to do all of these things?
she was aware that we are running out of time. So in the meantime, with the little education that she had, she knew how to read, she knew how to write. So in the meantime, she can teach us how to write our names, how to write, to read in Sesotho, because it was the most used language then. So the other thing that helped us is TV,
Sure.
television.
Sure.
So we will watch and then we will learn English there. And the other thing that I think my family has, we are very bright.
Sure.
Naturally, so we are smart. So it was easy for us to learn from staying at home, being taught by someone who did not even reach grade 4. So it was just us adjusting to the fact that we are here at home now, but we have to learn something, because Takaza Rona, they are there already learning. So we have to do something.
So how does it feel? You are 14 years old, you are doing grade 6, right? You started school at 9. I mean, you are now you know, surrounded by your peers are already in high school. They've started with high school. You know, they're 8, you know, grade 8 or grade 9. And you are pregnant. What does it do to you? What happens to you there?
It started with the teacher. The school I attended had only one teacher. She was a teacher, she was the principal.
Sure.
She was everything to close to 25 or 30 kids. And the day she finds that I am pregnant, she kicked me out. She told me straight to my face that, you know what, you umusadi hona jwale. You are a woman. Sure. You don't qualify to be here. You are going to teach other kids how to make babies. So please go and stay at.
Sure.
And that was just the beginning of it. It was so sad. It was sad. I loved school. Sure. And it was unfortunate that I got pregnant. And you know, the sad part is that she kicked me out during September. Yeah. The year was already done. Sure. I was not showing already. I could have finished that year, but then I had to go stay at home. And because of lack of knowledge and all those things, my parents didn't go any further. They just accepted it. I stayed at home until the following year. I stayed at home the whole year, raising my firstborn. Sure. Meaning that I lost 2 years of my life during the first pregnancy. It was tough because now I couldn't identify myself with anyone. Sure. I was pregnant, the only one. Already I was told that I'm a woman, and it's so sad. But then the other thing that I think I have naturally, it's being strong, understand, quickly accepting that this is where I am and I have to find ways to survive. I have to make sure that this circumstance does not swallow me. I have to be strong and I have to take accountability of whatever happened to me. So now I'm pregnant, I'm 40, I'm all by myself, and I don't want to get married because I knew the boyfriend is gonna go for that. because he left school. The minute he knew that I'm pregnant, he left, dropped out of school, and he was like, I'm and it was like, okay, okay. But then now I'm not planning on being someone else's wife. I'm still young. Even if you can take me, I'm gonna come back because I'm not ready. Very tough.
Yes. So the heartbreaking part. You go back to school, and obviously the following year you are now 15. You move from grade 6, you do grade 7, grade 8. According to you are 16 now. Again.
Yeah. By the same guy.
By the same guy.
By the same guy. I don't want to tell anyone. Actually, the first pregnancy, nurses were like to my mom, this child is still young, just about this baby. And my mom was like, she has to learn. She will carry this child until full term. She will raise this child and learn. But then I did not learn. I had the second one. With the same guy.
Number 2, Mawen.
Number 2. And I'm not. It was so sad. Like even today when I sit down, I'm like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? But then again, as I come back, I'll be like, if God did not have a plan, he was not gonna allow that to happen. And the other thing which I still find as a mystery is that these babies, these children of mine are both boys. They are both born on the same month.
Yes.
And so it's and they are from the same guy.
Yeah.
I just have to tell myself, you know what, God, your will. Through it all, okay, it's fine. I will learn how to live with this situation, even though it's difficult, even though it will impact my life for the rest of my life.
Sure. And now you've got 2 kids. So what grade are you doing now when you've got the second kid?
I went back to school and I repeated grade 6.
Yes, at 15.
Then I fell pregnant. I fell pregnant that year.
Mawena.
I was 16.
Mawena.
I fell pregnant. I was 16. I did not tell anyone because I was ashamed. Well, like it. Actually, this is the first time I'm gonna talk about this one. I wished that pregnancy won't survive full term. I wished that.
Sure.
Because now the first thought was, I still don't want to get married, especially by this guy, because as you grow up, you learn a lot of things. And even him, after he left school, now claiming to come and be responsible, he did not do that.
Okay.
However, he was an absent father.
Sure.
But then I gave him the second child. And now my only concern was, it's over.
Sure.
No future.
Sure.
No husband. No nothing. But 2 kids. What am I going to do? My parents are going to kick me out.
Sure.
Without thinking twice.
And then you tell your mom. Did you tell your mom or your dad first?
No, I did not tell anyone. I went to school. I was transiting. I was moving from primary school to high school to middle school. Ne?
Yes.
And I was in between having to go buy uniform for the new school or go buy a baby's clothes. Yes, nappies. And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. And again, if I'm going to buy uniform, I'm going to waste this money.
Sure.
Like it's going to be another scene, another case on top of another. But then I don't know how to say it. And I'm not, you know what? I used to do breathe in.
Mawena.
So that the stomach can be small.
Mawena.
And January, I went to school. I was a learner like anyone else. But then I I was stupid because I was a child. Older people can see you.
Yeah.
So they saw me at school, and then first meeting. Normally there's a meeting for first quarter, second, and that in that meeting they called my mom. They told her, "Oh, she's pregnant." It was so hurtful for her because
Wow. Because you didn't tell her, obviously.
I did not tell her. I did not tell my sisters. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but and I knew by the time they find out it was 8 months old, 8 months pregnant, as in like 8 months term already. I could give birth anytime, anytime.
So now you are now 16. You've got the second born, the second child is born. You had your first child at 14. You've got your second one at 16. And something horrendous happened. The father, the father of the boys. When does
Yeah,
it happen? When does this happen?
it happened. Oh, 2 years after the second born was born.
Sure.
He was 2. The first one was 4. But then he already moved on with another woman
Sure.
who had a baby.
Sure.
Who the kid 3 boys. My baby daddy had 3 boys.
Sure.
My firstborn was 4. The second born was 2, and the last one was still months away. But it's 2 years gap in between them.
Okay.
So my second born was 2 years.
Okay.
And then we did not see eye to eye because I was so angry at him. I was angry. Actually, I don't even know if I liked him then, because I felt there was an incident where my son, the second born, was sick, and he was like, "You could have killed that child." Because when you went back to school and now my child is sick, they sent you back to school, now my child is sick. That's when something clicked in me to be like, this guy is just here to destroy my destiny. He's just here to destroy my future, because what he's saying to me sounds like he says I should stay at home and look after this child.
Yeah.
And my of going back to school is the cause of the sickness. Then from that day, I switched him off. I just forgot about him and told myself, oh, you know what? I'm fine. I'll see how it goes with me and the boys, but when I am okay.
Sure.
Go in.
So then I think our viewers right now, the people that are watching this, think that's the worst of the story. That they're thinking this is the worst of it. And that two things. I mean, so this guy, there's an accident that happens, and he dies. That happens, way after you guys have, had 2 kids, and he dies. Obviously, I understand that it was like a hit and run or something like that. He basically died.
Yes.
How did that make you feel? When you now have got 2 boys, you're not with the father anymore, and you are now, you have to be a single parent. You've got to raise these 2 boys. You're not even finished with school yet. You are still a teenager yourself. I mean, you're not responsible. Maybe, I don't know. How does this make you feel?
For me, I was born again then. So I knew God. I knew he's a purposeful God. And I understood that every situation he knows. He knows better. I just told myself, oh, I will hold on to you.
Sure.
And just walk according to how you guide me. I will make sure that I stay in you. This is difficult, especially for the boys, because now they're not gonna have a father that they will call their own. And this now means that there must be someone
Yeah.
who will play the role in their life. And it did not really hit that hard then, because it was like, yeah, maybe God has a better plan. It only hit hard. I'm gonna jump to 2 years back.
Yeah.
2 years back, I was in a position where I cannot. They are now grown ups.
Yeah.
They now have needs of their own. They can tell, oh, we want this, we want. And I'm still not employed. I'm not working. I'm still trying to study, and it's not going well. It was depressing.
Sure.
That's when I wished he was here. I wished, because at least even if I'm frustrated, I was going to throw them at him.
Yeah.
And I was going to give him some of the responsibilities, but he was nowhere to be found. I'm alone with my family. That's one of my where my strength comes from. I have a very supportive family.
Okay.
Even when he passed away, then they were there. They covered me. They carried me until today. The only thing we are able to make it with the boys is because of my family. If they were not there, it was going to be a disaster.
Sure. Yeah, and just before we come to something, there's something you said in the video when I was watching it, but I want to get to that. Say that there is always a turnaround in every story. I want to tell you now, when I was listening to this story, people don't know, and I don't know if you're comfortable to share, another bad thing that happened when you're a bit older now. When we think everything else has happened in your life, the worst thing has happened. There is also rape that happens in as you tell the story. I don't know if you wanna take us through that. Before we come to the turnaround in the story. I was crying for minutes and minutes. I'm like, God, how does a person go through something like this in one lifetime? I've seen the worst of life, but when I was listening and watching your story, I said, man, there is a God in heaven. There is a God who can take you out of any misery and make you somebody. And I wanna before I get to the turnaround in your story, I want somebody who's going through things right now. Somebody's going through certain things and they're saying, I don't know. I just don't know. I think at this point somebody might have said it's enough. And then this you get raped at one age. What age is this?
I think I was 21, because it was 2011. I did my matric at 2011 because of everything that happened in my life. So I was old. I was 21 already with the kids, and it was a Saturday, 13th August. I read some comment on the YouTube channel yesterday to say, you were raped on the 13th of August, and this video was released on the same date.
Sure.
It was, I was not even aware of that. So it was on the 13th. Normally, I stayed with my cousin and her husband. Then that morning, I woke up, went to see this lady that I wanted her to make a dress for me for farewell. Then I normally, I love walking if I have to. Then I walked from town. Then I came along the way. I'm a people's person. I just have this thing of giving people a chance. I love exchanging wisdom and everything. So I just saw this guy, and then he wanted to walk with me, and then I was like, okay, it's fine. And then along the way, there's an open plan, an open space.
Yeah.
That's when he became someone else.
Sure.
And the journey changed, the agenda changed, the atmosphere, the environment changed. Then that's when I realized, okay, now hell is about to break.
Yeah.
But then, because I am this, I don't know what can I say, but I'm not, I don't freak out. I'm very calm.
Sure.
In any situation, and think, and then, okay, fine, I have to come up with a solution that is going to benefit me especially. And because the other things that what I understand about myself is that there's a bigger purpose about me. My teenage story was what I carried, what I saw as something that God wanted to use, especially where I come from. Where I come from, I used to warn a lot of young girls against dating young, having kids, because I normally say we can face the same situation, but we cannot have the same results.
Hey.
I survived
Yeah.
teenage pregnancy, and it was not easy.
Sure.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can make it. So please save yourself all the trauma. Don't go there. Some of them were like, hi, this one. And believe you me, they did not make it. They fell pregnant and it was over. So now I'm faced with this guy who now shifts our journey and takes me wherever he wants to take me. And then when we get there, he tells me, oh, this is what I want to do exactly. This is what I wanted to do from the beginning until now we are here. I want to rape you. And I'm like, how so? He's like, I want to rape you. And you can choose between me raping you, me killing you, and distributing your parts to all the witch doctors that I know. And then, or I am going to chase you naked all around town. Then I thought, which one is the worst? Because I was a week away from writing a trial exam, and you know that's the most difficult exam. And I understood that, you know what, with everything that has been happening, I know that passing this class has been one of the things that was marked by the devil, that she's not gonna make it. Sure. She's not gonna pass matric. And that's where I am gonna get her. Once she fails this class, it's over. The world won't know her, because then I'm like, okay, God, I have a conversation with myself and God, and I'm like, now, God, okay, fine. He rapes me, and then I go back home, and then I come to you for comfort and healing. Or he rapes me, I go and report him at the police station to other men who are going to interrogate me and ask me questions and come to school and disturb my peace and come where I stay, and, you know, with a lot of questions, hospitals and magistrates. At the end of that, I lose the case. There's a possibility that I'm going to lose this case. 2, if I report, there's a possibility that I'm going to lose the case and lose the class, because if I'm going to be distracted between the court, the rape, the what, I'm not going to focus. So I'm going to let him rape me, because if he kills me, no one will know about a teenage mom who survived it. No one will know about a teenage mom who was now standing firm and going forward, but now was raped. No one will know that. Or he is going to strip me naked.
Sure.
He's going to disturb me. My focus was to pass matric. And I just told myself, whatever price I have to pay today, I'm going to pay just for me to pass this class.
Yeah.
Then, okay, I agreed. He raped me. After that, he's like, let's go to the police station and just report this case.
Sure.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not interested. You planned to rape me. You survived. You won this one. But what you don't know is that there's a bigger plan around what you did. And I don't know what now. But for now, I just want to go back home, have my normal life, and go talk to my Father God that I know will solve this matter. I'm going to take the case to him, because I know that he's the best judge ever. And if I take it to him, I'm going to win. I'm not going to tell anyone, because people are going to convince me to go to the police station. I'm not going to cry to anyone, because they're going to feel pity for me. And I don't want that. I just want to go back to school and study and pass for my boys, for my kids, for the other generation that is coming, for those teenage moms who did not make it. I just want to stand out and just be strong for everyone who will benefit from these experiences.
Sure. So I think at this point, it was at this point when you are telling the story, and for those of you that are watching us right now, you can actually go and watch this story on YouTube, I mean on Send Twins TV. Send Twins TV is you spell it CNT TWIN Z and TV. So it's Send Twins TV. Her story was profiled there, and it's one of the most painful, horrific stories that anyone can really go through. And this afternoon I was watching that interview and I was in tears. And people don't understand, this thing. And you are telling the story. You come to a place in this story where you say the following words, and I was broken. You say every story has a turnaround. Every story has a turnaround. You got pregnant at 14. At 16 you had another child. So obviously you now have got two boys. You are in matric when you are 21. People are doing matric in in the 18 or 19-year-old. You're doing your matric when you are 21. And when you think you're about to get your miracle, you get raped at 21 by somebody who you don't, even to this day, you have not reported that person to the police. You have not reported the matter to anyone. You did not want your mother to know about this because you felt obviously it would bring a lot of a lot of wounds to her. And as I was watching the story, I'm like, God, there must be something now. Something must now happen here. There must be a turnaround here. Come on, there must be something.
Yeah.
And there must be something. But you get an opportunity to go to the university. You get a bursary to go to the university, and just when you are there, when you're at varsity, something happens with the finances. Something happens with school. And you fail.
Yeah.
You don't have the bursary to do the next year. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen right now? Come on. How does,
that was the worst.
Come on.
What happened? The university story was just the worst, because finally I thought I've won. I have arrived. My sons will have a mom to look at and say, this woman,
Yeah.
we are who we are. But now I go back to being nothing. I come back with nothing. The boys are here. They had expectations. I was disappointed at myself, and everyone else, of course, was disappointed. And that's when I also go back to God to say, God, what exactly do you want from me?
Right.
I thought I had the strongest, most powerful messages to go to the world with. What is this now?
Sure.
Because when I was in university, I was still serving God full force,
Sure.
wholeheartedly. I was there, but then life happened, and now I had to slide back and sit down and be like, God, I'm down and out again, and I need you.
Yeah.
Then he has blessed me with a family, a very strong one. I can tell you that, because they have, even at that stage, they got together and carried me and pushed me and made sure that I don't look like what I am going through, and make sure that I don't feel the burden of having these boys in my life, and made sure that, the three of us have shelter, have food, have clothes. So at this point, I admitted that I failed myself. I failed everything and everyone. And now I am ready to pay. I am ready to take accountability. And God, please help me, guide me, bring something. Because at this point, I was now looking for employment everywhere.
Sure.
When not cleaning, when not anything, nothing came through. Nothing.
Now, I think at this point, Mahogolo, so I've got to tell our viewers, how remarkable you are. you are so remarkable. I know that you've been following, the work that I do for a very long time. And up until I read, and I was watching this, and I was crying, like a little baby listening to this story. I say I need to tell this woman that she is remarkable. I need to tell the
Thank
story to another young person, another young woman that is going through the most right now. There are many people that are watching us, this evening, and I don't. I mean, I want everybody else to go to YouTube to go and watch that story. Right, we're gonna talk about the good news now. We're gonna talk about the good news in a second. The turnaround in the story. When obviously about a couple of just about a month or two ago, you started to go into business, and God started to move in that direction. I want to talk about the good news in a second, but I just really want to say on behalf of of the young people in your generation, on behalf of, and I'm not going to speak as a pastor. I'm not going to speak as, I'm going to speak as a young person. I think I'll probably just be maybe a year or two older than you. But I want to speak on behalf of that generation to say, we are grateful for that story. We thank God, that you are sharing that story today, more today than any other time in history, because there is a young woman who is, going through something, and they're thinking it's the worst of the worst. They're going through some things right now, thinking God has forgotten about them. They're going through something right now, and they're thinking, I wanna kill myself. I really want to commit suicide right now, because there is no plan. There is no way that God can have a plan, for my life. I want you to be able to look at that person right now, and tell them, what was the one thing, that kept you going, in the midst of all of this thing. What is the one thing that just kept you going? Like, there's going to be a light at the end of this tunnel. God is going to come through for me. What is that one thing? Because I just want it. I want to get it. I want to get it. You are twice the human being I am. You are amazing. You are really, really amazing. I just want to be able to say, what kept you going there? What kept you going?
uh the 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 knowledge that if God wanted, after the rape scene, I told myself that the fact that I'm still alive, it means there's more I still need to do.
Yeah.
And I said this to the devil, you know what? The worst mistake you made was to let me go
Yeah.
and keep me alive. If you killed me
Yeah.
that day, you would have won a lot of every battle,
Yeah.
because I'm now still alive and I'm going to fight every battle, not only mine, but everyone's battle who is going, like you say now, there's someone going through the West.
Yeah.
But I'm here today to say I've been there, but it is possible. And then there's a scripture in the Bible that says God restores,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I will restore all the years that
Yeah.
you suffered, all the years that the locust
Yeah.
eaten
Yeah.
from you. I'm going to restore it. Then I took that verse every time. I will cry tears and tell myself that, God, when this day comes, I will rejoice because I know it's coming. You said this, you will restore. You said that when we build a house and then we invite you, you are in it. I invited you in my life. The day I accepted Christ, I made sure that everything I do, I put your weight. Everything I do, I let you know. I walked with you in this journey. And I believe that as much as today it looks like it's over, it is not. You were with Hannah,
Yeah.
who was married, who cried to you for years. And I had to learn on how to pray for different situations, and learned how Sarah was also hopeless, but then now she had to trust God when God says next year this time. So I found comfort in the way. I found in different seasons. I have to go to the Bible and find someone who relates to me, and find a story that relates to mine. And I love reading. I read books. I read, I follow Facebook, I follow very powerful people, I follow very powerful stories. So I will see that this person it's here now, but there's a story behind that happened, and it was a point of now there's no return. I'm not going to make it out, but they did. What was the secret? I realized that most of the people, God has been their pillar. Then I had to take him. I was literally, with my university story now, I was backsliding, but in the house of the Lord. I told myself, I will bleed in it. I will never stay at home and be angry and be like, but I'm going to go to church. I'm going to heal in the church. There will be a day where God will come and speak to my situation, and everything will happen. And that happened last year.
Sure.
February.
Yeah. You can
February last year. Yeah, February last year, the month of January and February, like the sermons were so personal. I will go to church. I never had a public breakdown. I know that one. I'm very strong. Even at home, they never saw me cry. I stay with my sister. She never saw me cry. But then there was this Sundays. Every Sunday, the message will hit home, as in personal. Everything about me. Then one Sunday, the altar call was called, and then I went, and the Holy Spirit guided the person who was going to pray for us. For there are people who have been suffering rejection, and that has been in every area of your life. Step forward. We were prayed for that. Then after that, I just let go. That day I cried in everyone's face. I was crying like a baby. The second altar call that was called was for a woman. There's a woman in this house who has suicidal thoughts. Please come forward. God wants to talk to you today. I sat down and I'm like, I want to see if there's someone else, or this is just for me, because that was me.
Yeah.
No one came forward. And then I was like, okay, God, now this is me. Sure. Then I went forward. The pastor told me that, you know what, young lady, there's nothing that is worth taking your life for.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And I'm like, this person doesn't understand.
Sure.
You know, you don't. But then God that was the last day of my traumatic, painful day.
Sure.
I just had my breakthrough there.
Wow. I'm telling you, I am out of words. I'm so out of words. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. I mean, it's almost an hour now. And I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it. You're going to enjoy this because we are about to give. I'm going to give 3 books. Before the end of this podcast, we're going to be giving 3 books away. But there's a part of the story that I want you guys to just really hear. We're about to gonna wrap it up, but I want now Ausma Hokoloso is now running her own business. And you guys know how I am. I've obviously been mentoring for a while. And today we were having a conversation with her. And after I watched the interview, and I think she was still quite hesitant because we don't really talk a lot. I want to tell people this story, Mahogolos, and she says to me, can I please give you a call? Can I please do an audio? I'm like, no. What has just happened right now? Even though you've been following from the background, you've just moved to the front. You have just moved yourself to the front. Something is just it was so laid strongly in my heart that something it's going to happen. So I want us to quickly talk about your business right now. You are selling you're selling perfumes now, women perfumes. You are selling shoes. You're selling bags. And I want us to talk about that quickly, to say for those ladies that are quite interested. What does your business do right now? I want us to get into the good news now. What does your business do? Talk to us about your business very, very quickly.
Okay, I love looking good. I love smelling nice. I'm a girl, so I love being a girl. Ne? So I've been hesitating to start this business for a long time, but now I just had this, it's time. Then I with the help of my sister, I got the perfumes. It's for both men and female.
Okay.
It's the well-known brands, but then on a cheaper bottle. We call them a high quality oil based smell alike perfumes. We have Diesel, we have Hugo Boss, we have for men now, we have 1 million, and we have other brands for men. And then I decided through this research that I made, I was taught that I can brand them and make them my own.
Okay.
Just like there are other brands that are operating under the inspired perfumes.
Okay.
And I decided not to sell anyone's brand, but start my own from the scratch with these perfumes that are found somewhere here around. So then, but then I thought, how can I make this accessible to anyone? Because most of the people that knows me are in Free State.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to have a sale, I'm gonna have to accommodate them.
Sure.
My bottle is 30 milliliters for both men and female. It's 50 rand. You can buy this for yourself, or you can resell. Then you can even when I'm here, you can reach me because I use Pep stores to post and ship my perfumes. Ladies, I also have your bag.
Okay, I just want you to also just let them know as well, before you talk about the bag, let them know your number. I just want them to have the number because let them have your number, let them have your Facebook profile, because I know you're gonna have a lot of friend requests right now. You're gonna have a lot of inboxes. People are gonna be interested in what you're selling. So please already give them the number before we go anywhere else. I don't want anything else to happen without those things happening. Because I know that people are we are way after our 1 hour, but I want to make sure that they listen to this for the next 2 minutes, please.
Okay, my numbers is 083 416 5732. 083
yeah
416
okay
5732. They can WhatsApp me and call me from those numbers.
Okay.
And then Facebook, it's Mahukulotso, Madam Speaker Khapetsi.
Okay, so that one, Mahukulotso is written, it's MAKHOKO, right?
Yes.
I want you to Mahukulotso is with the KH, very important. So as soon as you put so it's Mahukulotso, Madam Speaker Khapetsi, so it's KH as well, KHPETSI. So please make sure that you're writing those things down. As soon as she's done with she's gonna tell you about the bags as well. And please make sure that you go and bombard her with friend requests and inboxes. Tell us about the bags, madam.
Okay, I also have, because it's Women's Month, I decided that, for the ladies, can I add something that will make them more pleased to come and buy? I added the bag, and I made a combo. This bag plus a perfume. The bag has a purse inside.
Okay.
They normally know. So I decided to price this as 200 for the three of them: the bag, the perfume, and the purse.
That's a bargain
For the ladies.
Wow.
Here is the purse. So too much and affordable too.
Is it just 200 rand?
Yes, only 200 rand.
For the purse, the bag, as well as the 30 milliliter perfume. The 30 milliliter perfume.
Okay. Yes.
And you just saying all of that is just 200 rand.
all of this is for 200 rand.
Yeah, guys,
Only.
please, ladies, for all the guys, make sure that you're ordering for your wife, please. Make sure that you call her. Her number, I'm going to repeat it, it's 083 4165 732.
Yes.
083 416
4
5732.
57. Yes.
Right. So please make sure that you're writing those numbers down. We need to bombard her with the orders like crazy. 200 rand. And obviously you are using the courier, the same thing that I'm doing for my books. You basically using PEP to courier for 60 rand.
Yes, it is.
Just 60 rand for
60 rand. And yeah, yes.
Anywhere in the country, anyone else can just order them. You will make sure that you send all of those things. Send them the tracking numbers. They can be able to get it.
Definitely. I even track for them and send them the info, the updates and all, so that, people wants to know what happened to their money. Sure. So I make sure that when I send at PEP, I take pictures. They receive messages, but I also send pictures. And then from then, it's my responsibility to make sure that whenever there's an update, I send them, even though I know that they also get the message. But I make sure that I send them what's happening. I just received that the courier people came and took the bag from the store. Then it's on its way. Then I check, okay, now I track it using the track number. Then it's in transit. It's maybe from here to Bloemfontein. It's at the storeroom. There's where they put them. I tell them, here it is, and then so that they can be secured that our money is safe. Our whatever we ordered, it's on its way. She did not scam us.
Sure. Guys, I've got good news. Now for all those people that have been waiting for the 3 copies. Now, the first three people that are going to order, that will place orders directly with Mahokolotso, not with me. Mahokolotso will tell me this, will basically give me the names of those people. Every single person, whether you're ordering a perfume, how much is the perfume? Is it 50 rand?
It's 50 rand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can order the perfume separately, it's 50 rand. Or you can order the package, which is the bag, the purse, as well as just show them as I talk about them. So you can order the bag, that beautiful bag. It's got the purse as well as the perfume for 200 rand. Anyone the first 3 people that are ordering, that package by you, and how much are the shoes?
It's 200 rand also.
And those are like the in shoes.
Yes, they are actually in fashion right now.
All the colors, is it?
And
all the
colors? Nice. It's blue, navy blue, and black and brown, then maroon. 4 colors.
Wow. And obviously when they go to your Facebook profile, they can be able to access all of that.
Yeah, they will. Yes.
So we're making a deal right now, Mahokolotso. The first 3 people that are going to buy any product from you are getting the copy of Made to Win. Each person is going to get a copy of Made to Win for free. So as soon as and I'm going to so 3 of them are going to get they're going to get the copy. Each one is going to get a copy. So the first 3 orders that you get, right? Anybody else that sends you an inbox, that sends you a a WhatsApp message, anyone that sends you if they're sending a WhatsApp on 083 4165 732. Anyone else that is ordering from you any product, whether it's the shoe or whatever, guys, you can order for your wives as well. You can order for your girlfriends as well. Anyone that's ordering, the first 3 people that are ordering with Mahokolotso, they are going to receive my book. I'm going to deliver that. So obviously the books have been paid for, but I'm going to deliver on my cost. I will be delivering those books directly to you wherever you are. Mahokolotso will give me your names, and I will be speaking to you directly to deliver your books to you in the new week. Mahokolotso, you are amazing. I love your story. I love you. I am so, 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 so in awe of what God has done in your life. We are I'm over our time. I thought we would talk about an hour. We've talked more than an hour now. And I am so, so excited, man. So, so excited. Anything you want to say to our people right now?
I just want to repeat these words that there's always, it doesn't matter what you come across in life, just know that there's a turnaround and a better one. You know, the more or the worse the situation, the better the turnaround.
Come on.
So what you are facing, it equals what you are going through, what you are going to experience, because you are being prepared for the better.
Come on.
So you have to go through the worst. You have to go through the worst for you to understand and be able to handle what what's coming. In your book, there's a part where you say we have to create capacity.
Sure.
That's what happened. That's what life does to us.
Wow.
It helps us. It prepares us to what is coming. So if it's big, you have to be prepared. You have to be cooked. You have to be ready for that, because if not, it might destroy you.
Come on. Women of God, I love you so much. Thank you so much for honoring us, honoring this invitation. Next week on Friday, we're having another exceptional woman on this very same platform. And it's going to be insane. So for the entire month of August, I'm bringing only great women, phenomenal women that are doing exceptionally well. They're bringing the products, they're bringing the businesses. We're going to be talking about them. You know me. I'm TJ, and we are definitely winning. Thank you so, so much. I love you and appreciate you. And I'm so grateful for what God has done in your life. Please pass my regards to the boys. We appreciate you. We are so, so grateful. And I thank every single person that is tuned in right now up until this point. Guys, please, if you forgot those numbers, those numbers are 083 4165 732. So 083 4165 732. And on Facebook, it's Mahokolotso. It's MAKHO. Don't forget that Mahokolotso. Madam Speaker Khapetsi, KHAPE TSI. So please make sure that you go and send a couple of 1,000 friend requests. I know you guys can do that. You, my people, I love you and I appreciate you guys so, so much. Until we meet next time, Thapelo Jonas. Thank you guys so much and have a good evening and God bless you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.